caused all this money to go to illegal immigrants. Anything that you all pass is not genuine.
You have not protected the people of Chicago from invasion.
He wants to pour a $40 million line of credit and put the city in even more debt. It's your fault that because you gave half the money to illegals.
What's going on, guys? We got to talk about woke Chicago mayor, this buffoon Brandon Johnson. Okay, he is notorious for being pro-illegal immigrant and getting cooked by the local residents who are tired of being disregarded, overlooked, and just straight up stepped on and spit on by the local government that keeps electing these fools. So though it's a self-inflicted injury, I mean, I still can see them obviously being upset that, hey, I voted for you and you're not doing any of the things that you said you would do for me. Instead, you're just turning around and helping some other people with my money. That's Brandon Johnson in a nutshell. Now, today they got this budget passed, a $17 billion budget with a B. And originally he tried to get a budget passed that included $300 million for a property tax increase.
Where have all the migrants gone? Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson has been quietly moving all of the migrants to a secret location. But his real agenda is to build America's first permanent migrant resettlement that will only cost you another $300 million.
Now, why would you do something that crazy, you might ask? Well, obviously he wants to continue to fund illegal migrants. The older people out there did not go for it, so they removed the property tax increases. Apparently he proposed increasing these property taxes. It was like at least 3 different times, and I believe it was either the 4th or the 5th time he finally had no property tax increases because they knew it was only for illegal migrants. So he finally decided to take that out, and then they got this passed by increasing taxes on other things such as like liquor, other types of personal property, increasing the taxes on freaking grocery bags and some levels of local sales tax, all kinds of stuff that they ended up doing, which is an underhanded way of still accomplishing the same thing. Now, before this vote took place, you had some people that were straight up cooking this man, talking about the fact that he was spending tens of thousands of dollars for his hair and makeup. It was freaking hilarious. Let's get into it.
You spent over $574 million on illegal immigrants here in Chicago, Illinois since 2022. Now, you still feel like you have to harbor these illegals, which is not a good idea. And in my personal opinion, I don't think it's a good idea to challenge Tom Homan on this because he's trying to clean up our cities, Mr. Brandon Johnson. Now, let me just remind everybody here that Brandon Johnson is terrible with the budget.
Facts.
How is this $40 million credit line is going to work exactly? Because the key word is credit. So how much will we be using from this $40 million? And the real question is, how much will we be paying back? Now, you want to sit here, you and J.B. Pritzker want to puff out your chest and fight Tom Homan. We need Tom Homan here in Chicago.
Absolutely.
We need Donald Trump. And I don't want to see people like Pam Bundy and Cash Patel haul you up out of here and become prosecuted. I don't want to see that happen.
I want to see it.
But they will do their job if they have to, Brandon Johnson. Now, we are $1 billion in debt. That's absolutely insane. Kamala Harris, she spent $1 billion on her campaign less than a year, and she's $20 million in debt. So it's looking like Democrats are bad with money.
Fat.
Now,
cook, brother.
You ignored me for 10 to 15 seconds last time I was speaking, and I really did not appreciate that at all. But I got a Christmas present for you. Let's remind the people of Chicago that Brandon Johnson spent $32,000 in campaign funds on haircuts and makeup. So I got an early Christmas present for you, Brandon Johnson. This is some makeup for you right here. You got some rouge. You got the makeup brush right there, so you can save this people some money, for crying out loud.
Oh my God.
Now, let me tell you people, I'm gonna be serious here. We need to start voting different in these cities like New York and Chicago. Stop voting these people in. It's not Democrat versus Republican anymore. It is populist versus establishment. It is the populist versus the establishment. Stop letting them trick you into the race baiting when it comes to Brandon Johnson. Oh, black people need help too. Trump wanna hurt black people. What are you talking about? We're legal here. We are legal. Now, I'm trying to be nice about this, And Mr. Brandon Johnson, I do respect you in a little bit of way because you're trying the best that you can. I really want to believe that. But listen, man, you got a 14% approval rating. So the people is looking like they're telling you that you're fired, man. So I'm just humbly asking you, Brandon Johnson, to please come up with something that's reasonable by the end of this year, because I don't want to see a government shutdown, Mr. Brandon Johnson. Please do your job. I don't care if you're black. Chicago needs to get rid of DEI. I don't care if you're black. Can you do the job? Can you do the job, Mr. Brandon Johnson? And it's looking like you can't do the job. So please don't fail us.
Wow. So this dude was cooking with Crisco, but we got an insane juxtaposition because we got another guy in two guys, at least that I counted here. These people were protesting Trump deporting illegal migrants to black people. I'm like, what? I don't understand these people. I'm like, y'all gotta be broke. I know y'all broke as hell out there. Okay, I know majority of people, not everybody I know, obviously, but majority of people I know in real life that are like these hardcore Democrats and Kamala supporters, they are broke as hell. They have like no money. They have almost nothing. And they still was trying to vote Democrat. I don't understand it, but let's go ahead and react to the second clip here.
Okay. Sergeant at Arms, please restore order.
In the name of humanity, we will not accept the fascist America. We refuse to let our immigrant brothers and sisters be rounded up and hauled off.
Immigrant brothers and sisters? All right, let's see what this one says. No roundups, no more hatred, F your wall, F your borders, God dang you, Tom, put children in cages, homing, immigrants are human beings. So just for the record, Obama put kids in cages. And before that, whenever there's any type of deportation operation, you have to put people somewhere. What's up with people like afraid to put human beings in a certain place? You do realize that majority of these people are criminals. Now, if you're talking about the kids, you still got to put them somewhere. If you're going to deport them with the family, like, what are you going to do? Just keep them outside in the rain and the cold? Like, you got to put them in some sort of facility and await a freaking airplane, and you have to have supplies and medical gear and all of this stuff, and then send them on their way. So they got to be somewhere. But for reference, Obama had them in the cages. I don't understand this 2 tiers of outrage.
Sergeant at Arms, please remove these individuals from the chamber.
This don't make no sense, man. How long is this clip? This clip goes for a while. I'm about to say, please get this loser out of here. What's up with these cops? Like, what's taking y'all so long? All right, guys, that's enough of that. Like, this is, what's up with, are these people like mentally ill or something? Like, what's up with people like, oh, trying to remove the word illegal from it doesn't mean that it's not a crime because it's still illegal immigrants. Immigrants are okay. I ain't never seen not one Republican say, we don't like immigrants. So I don't know why they keep trying to conflate this. It's just that illegal immigration is bad. Haphazard immigration is bad. If everybody just flow in all at once, that's bad. That doesn't work. It needs to be controlled. These people they wanted the border open and had it open during the pandemic time. When Joe Biden took office and Title 42 expired, then he just let all the illegal migrants free flow, which is crazy. You had to have a vaccine passport and some people lost their freaking jobs. Meanwhile, you had all kinds of illegal migrants flowing in with who knows how many diseases unvetted, terrorists, human trafficking, children, babies, everything, drugs. It's crazy. So I don't understand where these people get off with defending this. Like, you got people on TV crying and talking about somebody, one of their kids that got murdered, raped, killed with fentanyl, and then they just want to sit up here and just defend it. Our legal migrant brothers and sisters, you guys defending resident. Shut the hell up. Freaking fool. This is crazy. The smartest person here was that first dude I showed earlier who called out Brandon Johnson for his stupid behind haircuts and makeup, because those haircuts don't look cheap, but they don't look good, but they don't look cheap either. Look like expensive garbage, just like all them illegal migrants you got coming into the country. Guys, when this next election comes up, watch, these same people probably vote out this guy and vote in some other person that is just as bad or worse, because they keep voting the same. Even though they got Chicago Red initiatives and all this stuff, most of these people are still going to vote Democrat. Like, we see it in the numbers, guys. It's changing, but it's like really, really slow. So I'm not going to say I'm too hopeful. I just want to point out how ridiculous this is. And hopefully anybody who sees this video, share these videos, guys. Be sure to drop thumbs ups and share these videos and stuff. Leave comments. Leave more than one comment, as much as you feel like you can do, because it's important to get these messages out so that anybody who sees this knows, don't be like Chicago. This is what happens when you have a bunch of Democrat leadership. You have too many black people in one place. You put all the black people together and everything goes downhill. It's sad. And it's not like that everywhere, but there is a strong correlation with a bunch of high population density of blacks, and then the whole community just trash. It sucks. That is like that, and I don't want it to be like that. I want people to realize that they're making the wrong decisions and to improve over time. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to be on them. I want to help them. It's a thankless job, guys, but I'm going to keep doing it because I care that much. That's just me, and those are just my thoughts. So let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
There are laws on the books that we will prosecute. It's 18 U.S.C. 111. Impeding a federal law enforcement officer is a felony. Title 8 United States Code 1324 III. If you knowingly conceal or harbor an illegal alien from ICE, that is a felony.